Aloha guys, I'm back. This is my 2-year update. So it's been 6 months since I've talked to you all, and hopefully taking those 6-month breaks is providing a more dramatic and noticeable difference in between these updates. I'm glad I kind of moved away from doing the 1-month updates. It was becoming a lot of work, and after that first year you're kind of over it, and the changes become less dramatic and noticeable and kind of less worthy of documentation. So hopefully this way provides something more worthwhile than just a constant battery of videos that seemingly all look the same. It's better for me in my personal free time anyways, so I enjoy it this way. Just to fill you in on what's been happening in the last 6 months, not too much different. I guess in the last video I did mention I wanted to step away from any type of maintenance, basically not do any maintenance whatsoever. But life intervened, and I came to the point of accepting that I need to do what makes sense to keep my hair healthy, and the amount of surfing that I was doing and the beating that my hair takes from the sun and the elements, I think puts me in a different playing field per se for just the amount of abuse that my dreads take versus people who don't do the activities that I do. And what I'm getting at with that is doing no maintenance whatsoever, I think would start to become unhealthy, because I liked the direction that my hair was going, but I started to find that just with the amount of movement that my hair takes being in the ocean and duck diving, big waves, my hair gets quite a thrashing, and some of the loose hair was starting to reach what looked to me like dangerous levels. You know, some of these dreads were losing so much of the original hair that was part of the dread that it looked like they were just becoming very weak. So I did do some maintenance, not anything really drastic, but some of the patches were just so big of loose hair that really I just grabbed these gigantic pieces of patches of loose hair and would put them into the nearest dread, and it seemed pretty necessary. In fact, I did combine some of these dreads right in the front, and right behind these two that I combined was another set of two that I decided to combine, and that was due to the fact that this hair in the front and on top gets thrashed around so much when I'm sort of duck diving under the waves that it looked like they were getting weak and thin enough to the point that I was becoming scared they would break. So not only did I do maintenance, but I did some preventative congoing of these dreads up here just to make them thicker and more durable, I think. And a lot of these decisions are just coming about by necessity and the facts of life, I guess you could say, for what my hair is going through. So those are the new developments in that arena. But still, as you can see, my hair, I'm leaving it to look more natural. I like the loose hair. I like not seeing any grid work. I like it not looking like it's manicured and has this base of looking like it's almost just braided hair or anything like that. So I mean, I definitely haven't gone back or further towards maintenance whatsoever. I wouldn't call it maintaining, I would call it more taking care of my hair and its basic sense of doing what I need to do so that it's not damaged. And I'm happy with it. I really don't like working on it. I hate, pulling in loose hair. It's a chore. I don't like making it look super neat, so I really am just doing it basically as much as I need to just to keep the hair healthy. So still shampooing and everything the same, surfing a lot in the sun a lot, and I hope you enjoy the video coming up, and I guess I will see you again in 6 months at 2.5 years. Aloha guys. Alright, so 2 years, this is what you get, at least in my case. So Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see the length when you look at my videos. I'm glad that I've done that, not only for the community that uses YouTube to kind of do their research and see what this process is all about, but it's really beneficial for you personally too, because sometimes you feel like you're going nowhere, and when you can look back and you've put in the time to document, such a long time, it's really amazing to watch. So you can see that everything is getting long enough for to be considered like well grown into. Here at 2 years, everything is fully mature. Um, right now, what I'm doing is actually showing the length of the front smallest dreads that I have. Those are the ones that I really wish I could see some growth on, because for putting my hair back, they still aren't quite the length to stay secure, and they're always kind of annoying. Um, I think I just got to be patient for that to come along. Here on the side is two dreads that I congoed a while back. You can see all the new growth there since when I did it. That's another thing that I found is kind of a fun little project. If there are a couple dreads that you need to Congo or that you wouldn't mind doing, it sets a benchmark that you can keep referring to on what the growth has been. Here's one of the two new Congos I've done in the front of my head, and you can see I'm showing that's about how much is actually Congoed on that. And they were just getting too thin, like I said, for the amount of abuse my hair was taking. I was scared that it was going to break off or just become so brittle that breaking was a possibility. And here's the other two that I did. They get a little bit more growth that's actually Congoed. And what I did was just take the two dreads, put them together. I crocheted a little bit at the base, but not too much, because, like I said, it was getting really thin and I was nervous about damaging anything. I tied them with basically like some braided fishing line that basically looks like bracelet making string or something. I wanted it to just be good for the water. I tied them together for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then once it felt like they were growing together, I just pulled it off. You can see I still have a lot of loose hair. Like I said, I did maintenance that I thought was necessary, but I'm by no means trying to clean everything up. I like it looking like this. It just looks more natural, like I keep referring to, but you can see the maintenance isn't overdone. Here you can see them getting enough length to be able to tie my hair back. Getting enough length to these dreads that I used to tie that what I do now is I take one from the right side and one from the left side, and I crisscross them underneath the hair that I want to ponytail, and then I tie them on top. It pulls the hair away from my neck. If you just grab the two dreads from either side and loop them around the back and tie it, it kind of ties the dreads down onto your neck, whereas if you loop them underneath like this, you can see that the hair is away from my neck. It feels more like a proper ponytail. So that's nice. It works pretty effectively, except for those annoying short dreads in the front. They don't reach far enough back to be tied in, and they just fall out in my face. But in due time, I guess. So another thing is these loose ends. In the beginning, I had them blunted, and as I moved more towards this preference of a natural look, I took them out, and they've been doing fine. I have a good anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of loose hair on the ends of all these dreads, and I'm just trying to show you what that looks like. Generally, the loose hair kind of tapers into a point. If it gets kind of dried in a weird way, it sometimes dries where it looks like a big empty brush, but I just twist it into the point. That's where I'm at. Mahalos for watching, guys. Aloha.